bass player. It looks like he's practicing really hard. We just want to know what your bass does and how your rig works. So that's the Geo Ibanez sound gear.
Yeah, well,
bass.
It's basically the cheapest Ibanez bass you can find. I've got it in cherry red or whatever the hell they call it. And then,
you know what these knobs do?
Well, you see, there's 4 knobs here. I have no fucking clue what they do. It didn't really say, and I didn't bother looking it up. But after a couple years, I've realized that these 2 things sound pretty... They're pretty fucking loud and they're pretty fucking bad. So I turn those all the way down.
All right.
And only use these 2 knobs, and I turn about 3... Like, there's no marks, so I can't really understand what I'm doing, but I turn them both up about 3/4 of the way, and that just gives you a good...
Was that a conscious decision 3/4 of the way up, or is that just what you fell on? Or
that's just what I fell on, because like obviously all the way down it doesn't work, and then all the way up it's a little too boosted.
Okay, yeah, put those 2 good knobs all the way up. I want to see what that sounds like. Okay. And then we're all curious. Turn the 2 good knobs all the way down.
Okay, and then turn these...
The bad ones up all the way.
Alright, yeah, it just sounds really...
Okay, you don't like that bass tone?
First of all, it's a lot louder, and it makes the amp clip a lot. As you can hear, just...
Okay, we're gonna get the clip meter.
On this clip thing.
That's the clip meter.
That's gonna blow any second. So.
Okay, yeah, turn those back down.
I don't normally use those ones.
Okay. So, do you know what strings and picks you use, and why do you use them?
Okay, well, strings, I'm pretty sure they're just fucking steel. What were they called, Curtis? You were there.
I was there.
You were there when
I'm just a professional interviewer. I don't think I was there. They're the steel ones.
They're steel.
The steel Diodarios.
Steel Diodarios, yeah.
And then when he bought the bass, it was set up pretty good in 45 to 105 gauge.
Yeah.
So we didn't change it.
Yeah. So picks, I use these Dunlop turtle dudes, and
the Dunlop turtle dudes.
They're Curtis, you're blocking the light here. Go over here or something so I can see.
I'm sorry.
Alright, they're 1.14 millimeter.
Is there anything else with the bass that we're going to be concerned about?
The fretboard is whatever the fuck this color is. And, yeah. What is this called?
Looks like rosewood.
Rosewood, yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the amp next. We kind of got a preview snapshot.
Alright, so
of what this was, because we were doing the clipping before. This was the old guitar player's picks. Just all of them.
Yeah, he left all his picks here, so I just put them on top of the amp. There used to be a lot more.
Okay, so
wait,
this is...
First, we gotta show off the hole in the cable. Where is it?
A hole in the cable?
Hole in the cable.
When did you put a hole in the cable?
It's been there. Watch out.
Where's the hole at?
I don't know. Here it is.
We're gonna do a Scooby-Doo show, finding the hole in the cable.
There's the hole in the cable.
You think that's safe?
No. And it's also probably not doing anything good for the tone, but, you know...
Oh, it looks fine. Let's zoom in on that.
I think if you just, like, cut up your cable a little bit, it gives you a little extra tone, you know?
Is that how that works?
Yeah, it just gives you a little extra meat to your tone.
Yeah, that's the Luke Hougen way.
So, like...
destroy your cable just a little bit. What amp is this? And describe your tone here.
This is an acoustic B100 Mark II. And
is that better than the Mark I?
Probably. Basically, I bought one amp that was like a little bigger than this for like $200-300, and that shit broke in one day. So as you can see, the low knob.
I can't see.
The low knob's a different color for no reason. And it looks,
what is it set to? I can't see it.
It's set to about.
Yeah, is that like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock?
No, that's yeah, maybe like 10 o'clock. That's what I would say. I can't really see it, but 10 o'clock.
Okay, this is really important. And then these three.
The lows are about 10 o'clock. The low, actually, I used to have it lower, but it sounds better when it's a bit more.
A bit more lows.
So then, as you can see, the low mid is really where you want it. Because, like, if you turn down the low mids, that sounds fucking horrible. So you want to turn those up so you can get a good raw tone, you know? Good for metal, good for thrash. So you see the high mid, I used to have it all the way up here, and then it just sounded
Sounds
a little...
like crap.
Yeah, so then I put it like right there at about fucking 1/4 of the way up. So then I put the highs, like, honestly the highs don't really matter. It sounds about the same wherever the fuck you put it, but I just put it there because it sounds a little bit better.
Okay, I understand how those controls work, but what are these first 5 things?
All right, this...
What's the difference between gain and overdrive? And why do I need a frequency notch? I don't know what that is.
So I think the difference between gain and overdrive, it doesn't exist, but...
Okay.
I don't know what overdrive level does either, but if you turn that off...
Well, that's pretty wimpy.
You just get a clean tone, which is not what you want for metal. So then... You know, you turn these on, and this is just what works best, because if you turn on more than that, it clips a lot.
What does this frequency notch do?
I'm not really sure. Apparently, it controls the frequency. So if you push shape, it just sounds a lot more wimpy, because it's, I don't know, shaped. I'm not really sure.
So what have we learned through this video, guys? Don't use the shape button. Turn your low mids all the way up. Yeah. And then don't get that PV amp.
Yes, and I don't know what this frequency notch really does. It makes it sound
that's
like
bad.
So, like, this is the underwater notch. If you turn it all the way up, you're, like, in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. If you put it in about the middle, you're, like, Lake Michigan. So, I put
Is Lake Michigan the good setting?
I put it at the Lake Michigan setting.
Okay, we'll play it again.
So that's about the Lake Michigan. This is about, like, California desert type thing.
Oh yeah, that's pretty arid.
And then you get to the like middle of the Pacific Ocean.
That sounds like you're drowning.
Yeah. Okay. So that's basically all those knobs.
And then then here is how you change the distortion.
Yeah, that's the different.
And then what's this negative?
That's
10 dB pad.
I think it just minuses 10 decibels. I don't really use it. I just turn the fucking thing down 10 decibels.
Okay. The next thing we're going to go to this distortion pedal here.
This distortion pedal that I just got today. Alright, turn it on.
Okay, we're going to turn this on now.
That's good for playing things like that, but it's really effing annoying otherwise.
Do you know how good this works as a aux in and a headphone?
No, I've never used any of those things. Probably sounds horrible.
You sure you haven't played through headphones? You just annoy the neighbors all the time?
Yeah.
Just all the time?
Turn it down.
You turn it down? How can you play metal while being turned down?
I don't know. You kind of just imagine the sound in your head. So like sometimes when it's too low, you kind of just like. So say like this is like all the way off. You kind of just have to like do it in your head. So you just go. See, that really helps because I'm a vocalist also, so I can do that pretty good.
Well, are we gonna explore the vocal rig next? Because I think that's all the bass stuff.
Oh yeah, the vocal rig. That's what you really want to hear. That's what everyone came here for. But I'm just gonna leave you with some Vigor Thur.